this time around.
Play.
Start by both players, but a good pass up the line by Istomin. That'll certainly help him settle his nerves a little bit. Great start.
I'll be happy to be here all day if they can play points like that back to back. So encouraging start for Istomin.
We see that a lot from him today. I think it's important for him to try to get, as he did on that one, the return back deep and as quick as he can. Look for that short ball. He's going to have to really clean out a lot of forehands today. So far, a really good start by Istomin.
Record against top tenors overall, but he's never been a top tenor at a major as well, and he's faced them 10 times, and that just goes to show really that he is good in terms of attack, but his defensive game against the very best is a little limited.
With somebody who has the style of tennis of Istomin to prolong it for 5 sets. 5 sets is awfully long and much more difficult than 3 sets. And the style of tennis is hard for him in 5-set matches.
$14-13.
Unfortunately, coming off the forehand side. Very interesting for me, Pitch, to watch Novak play today. See his demeanor, the intensity that he has. What I mean by that is, you know, I watched him play his matches in Qatar the first week of the year, and even though he won the tournament and did beat Andy in the finals, he looked a little rattled a lot of the time. Looked like he didn't feel that comfortable catching more than enough of the line. Great backhand up the line. First break point of the match for Istomin, first game of the match.
Istomin with Jannik goal on the right serve.
Was it millimetre perfect?
On the back of the line. Very slightly on the back of the line.
serve.
Good challenge.
But interesting to see Novak slice into the forehand. It is a very flat shot Istomin has off that wing.
Yeah, difficult for him with that kind of Western grip on the forehand side to pass well. Hard to get that little dipper down and just not doing enough of it. Good save though, but a good start to this match for Istomin. Serve again, Novak going to the forehand side of Istomin. Maybe feeling that he has more opportunities for the miss off the forehand side. Another good save for his first ace of the day.
Advantage Istomin.
Istomin's mum in the front there, of course, his coach as well. So good. I mean, just so secure as well.
Yeah, penetrating from both sides was Djokovic on that point. Istomin having to move way too far back and defend. Not the style of tennis that he enjoys to play very much.
Guess one way he went back behind him, and that is the type of tennis that he played in Montreal in 2013 for a set. But as Wayne said earlier, to keep it up best of 5 will be extremely difficult. But good signs early on here for Istomin.
Yes.
Drop it down wide.
Istomin.
Good defending by Istomin. to work hard on that point. Well-deserved point. Good pass, giving him his 4th break point opportunity in this first game of the match. Actually, his 5th break point opportunity.
Let's versus.
Tennis in his opening game of this match is just simply unbelievable.
Istomin's going to be tired, done physically at the end of this one, and he knew after that backhand that up the line was the correct option. Court was more open, more difficult to go cross court. Another opportunity lost.
Sometimes the great players, though, just by their reputation and persona can make you think you need to do something that you didn't need to do, as you say, and you may rue that one. I mean, this is his best tennis, and he may well not get the break.
Yeah, Djokovic has not made one first serve on the due side. He's made every single one on the ad when he's had the break point. So he's made it difficult for Istomin. He hasn't had too many chances in the point to break. But 5 is a lot, and it will stick in his mind if he doesn't win this game.
Still in it, though.
Yep, not done yet.
Deuce.
Djokovic showing a little bit of emotion already in this first game. Felt that he hasn't really been as tough mentally as we've seen in the past. Drop shot. For me, is the greatest retriever of the drop shot. He always gets there and does something magical with it. Phenomenal to watch. It's hard enough just getting to this ball, but even more difficult to do what he just did there.
How good is this from Denis Istomin? He continues to knuckle down and produce wonderful shots, and Novak already in the opening game of the second round of this year's Australian Open looking at his camp. What do I have to do?
It's going to be a long day for both players. You know that Djokovic will strive and enjoy it more than Istomin, but he's certainly brought out some goods here today in this first game. I really hope that he can keep it for 5 sets, and we'll be in for a really enthralling match today. Breakpoint number 6. 14 minutes long, this game. Istomin getting a little lucky with the net cord, or coming off, making all come at a different angle.
serving back the rallies now.
Again, first serve in play.
Deuce.
What these champions do whenever they need it. That first serve always comes in play. They don't give away anything. Only first serve he's missed on that side has been when he had add in. Every other time on break point he's made his first serve.
Advantage. Djokovic.
Haven't quite found his spots out wide, and particularly on this surface where the court does so much work for you, that is going to be a profitable serve throughout the tournament, not just today. And he's gone through it. And he savours the moment. You've got to love tennis. You just don't know what you're going to get at any stage of the day, match, whatever. What a start.
Fifteen love. Love.
This is what we came for, folks. Those drop shots are the worst when it's floating and you've got a lot of time, and no matter how quick you run, you just don't ever seem to get there.
Just high enough to force him to run as well, like he couldn't just give up on it. Couldn't put the finishing touches on it. Unusual for Djokovic.
Yeah, he doesn't normally miss those. Those ones are normally easy for him. He got there in a lot of time. This is where I feel he's just not at his best. It's shots like that that he's missing, which he normally makes, and makes a big difference. A lot of times tennis can come down to 1 or 2 shots.
Denis Istomin.
Good hold by Istomin. Always difficult after that first match, having 6 break points to come out and hold your serve. He did a good job. Wasn't easy.
He certainly hasn't just come out here to make up the numbers. Come out here and has made a big impact early on here.
backhand. Does
15
Novak
love.
have when he goes for the one up the line? So crisp.
Thirty.
Pretty big second serve pitch. Certainly going after that one. Huge, surprisingly. I mean, he doesn't normally do that, but I guess worked out okay.
Started doing a little bit of that in 2015, didn't he? Started hitting big up the ad side, about 110, but I mean, that last one, as you say, was huge.
I mean, I personally like it because it shows
14
confidence
love.
in your serve.
Speed gun, just for the moment, though, has frozen.
Yeah.
And the other thing, of course, it does is even when you go back to the opening game of this match, when he was breakpoint down and hit a second serve that just barely crept over, you can't, as a returner, just step in and try and anticipate that one because he'll beat you with the one at 110.
Yep.
Clean end to a much easier service game for the world number 2. He just came up short against Istomin in the final there, but we'll be seeing and looking forward to many of his matches in the next few years. This is like a process, just building blocks to success here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's no doubt that he would be wearing Istomin down. This is not the type of tennis he likes to play at all. He doesn't have, I think, the ability to last 5 sets in this capacity. So yes, it's a process. It's like a sparring match where you're just needling some small little punches here and there just to wait for the big knockout.
15 over.
Having to come up with some seriously good shots just to win points. Beautiful backhand up the line, but having to really go for it. Didn't hold back at all on that one. Managed to get that dip, even though he hit that ball very, very flat. Got it to dip enough in time to hit the back of the line.
Is it dominating year after year, like the big 4, big 5, if you want to throw Stan, and we probably should throw Stan into that mix as well, that have done consistently, because there is some wonderful tennis players.
There are, you know, and it's amazing that those 4 or 5, as you call them, just always seem to just be ahead of the rest. Another beautiful backhand up the line. Both players using that backhand up the line well today. Djokovic 3 times on the last of his serve game. Istomin now twice. First double fault of the day for either player.
Definitely an area that we're going to see as the match progresses that Novak will try and dominate a little bit. Doesn't have a lot of kick. He doesn't mind slicing it, Istomin, but he can't bounce it too well the other way.
Other thing to take into account, even though we're a little bit later on in the day, but the side that Istomin is serving on right now is very difficult with the sun. And, you know, players throw balls in different positions, and even now throughout the day, it could be an issue for him, especially on the second serve. I think we are late enough in the day where it's not too much of an issue, but it's still going to be there for the server. So much when we look at stats, every single match that gets played, how important the first serve is, how easy the wins are and points are when you can get your first serve in.
This is immaculate hitting from both players. The length and accuracy, unreal.
Yeah, it's the best start of a match that I've seen at the Australian Open so far this year. It has been just the utmost brilliance from both players. That just clipping the back of the line. Istomin would have paid money for that one to be out.
Nobody better at shifting an opponent who's serving off the baseline than Novak.
Yeah, he got that return back nice and quick, and Istomin had to pull 5 or 6 yards behind the baseline, and once he gets that far back, it's pretty much curtains for him. Novak just dominated that point and given himself his first break point opportunity.
Yes.
Well saved.
Yeah. That's not going to let him get it too easy. He's fought hard enough in these first 3 games to not give it away.
Advantage Istomin.
Good look at Novak's shoes. You can hear him squeaking it on the surface here. Very light shoe that he uses as well. Which is amazing given how he's light on the court. You'd feel as though he would need more flexibility, or more, support.
Yeah, you would say it is surprising. It almost looks like a running shoe in a sense that it doesn't have much protection around the side. You have to be careful with the ankles. Oh, that's way in. That's unfortunately not even close.
Advantage Istomin.
Bad mistake by the linesman for Istomin on that one. I think he deserved a little bit more than that. Yeah, we saw Andy go over his ankle yesterday, a slight scare. So yeah, the shoe is an important factor for the players to make sure that they have enough protection.
That's got away from
Again,
it. That's the game, and Istomin, like Novak in the early game, saves a break point, or break points.
2 games on.
2.
A lot of the sets we've been watching up until here, we've been 32 minutes for the whole set, and here we are, 32 minutes at 2-all in the first set. Longest set I've seen so far for 4 games. It's been of the utmost quality.
Love.
Could you slide on a hard court when you played?
I probably could, but I never did. It seems to be something that everyone's doing a lot. I remember Goran Ivanisevic being the first player to start sliding, and now it seems to be a natural occurrence.
Fault.
It seems dangerous to me, to be honest. Surprising we don't see more ankle injuries with the way that they slide around the court now.
15-all.
I can certainly understand it being beneficial sometimes when you are running out wide, but you have to be careful with the way you slide. You have to slide with your foot straight, because if you slide with it sideways, you have a very strong possibility of going over.
Has he made that? I didn't hear a call. Hands are down on the baseline. Novak looking at the umpire, and it's been called out from the chair.
The call on the left base, the most
Did the umpire overrule?
Yeah, and Novak's looking at the lines person like, what are you doing? That was miles out. So we're about to find out how far out.
It's twice now from the umpire on that baseline.
Oh, wow.
30-15.
Another bad miss by that
Istomin has 2 challenges.
lines person.
Spotlight will be on him for a while now.
Good volley. Made that second one a lot easier.
Game,
That's enough for that game. That's another 15-minute service game from that end.
Yeah, and I think the one part of the serve game for Istomin that has helped him is that 80% of points won on first serve, and he's serving at a relatively good amount percentage-wise to get himself through his service game. So it's important for him to make sure he gets that first serve in and stays with Djokovic on the serve. He's obviously serving second in the set, but the serve could be quite important for him. First serve, but that backhand again, nice winner.
15
backhand up the line. He's done very, very well with this shot so far in this match.
I just know there's more. I remember Ernie Els, the great South African golfer, talking about when he's playing at his best. You know, he's driving the ball about 80% of his power. You know, he never really gets to 100% to keep that control. And with Novak as well, you always feel like he's playing within himself in these early rounds.
Absolutely. I mean, he has such good movement around the court. His positioning is always so good, and he looks very efficient, and it certainly helps as the tournament goes on.
Has that efficiency you talk about, Wayne, hurt his popularity?
15,
do you think?
Yeah, I think he plays very sort of one style of tennis in a certain way. I mean, he's a very outgoing personality, and he's funny and he does stuff, but people just haven't latched onto him as they have with Roger and Rafa. Been a very hard thing for him, I think. It's been a big problem for him, feeling that he's always been behind the shadow of those two. And I know that he tries really hard to get the crowd behind him and to get support and that, but I think it also comes down to the fact of the style of tennis. I mean, Rafa and Roger, They play such an interesting style of tennis that is just encouraging and fun and exciting to watch, where he sometimes can be a tad boring as well as sort of Andy in a way, a little bit one-dimensional.
About this matchup, many layers to both players, attack and defense out here.
40-30.
I personally really enjoy watching him because the movement and how he gets around and his positioning, how he gets to balls. But there's one thing is the recoveries of the drop shots. Is just so for me impressive to watch. It's a nice positive backhand again up the line by Istomin. This is one of the first ones that he's missed with this one up the line.
Return the ball better than Novak.
Advantage Djokovic.
That was, I think the hardest part that Novak had is that we've had our rivalries over the times. We had the Agassi-Sampras of a recently moved, and then we had a little bit of a time break, and then we had the Roger Rafa. Novak came in the middle, or towards the end of it, and he just wasn't able to just come out and start his rivalry with, say, Murray, which it's becoming right now. He's had to blend in with an existing rivalry, and very hard to compete in that regards against those two who have for so many years have just been there for us as this major rivalry. And I think that's been the hard part, and it's been hard for him to take people away from Roger and Rafa, who put him on his side when everyone just loved the two so much. And I think that Andy actually suffers with that same problem.
Advantage Djokovic.
It's so hard for him to really get the following that he would like or that he would deserve, because we still have Roger and Rafa around. Maybe when they retire or move on, they'll start to create a better following.
Has he done it again?
Djokovic behind the ball on the right serve. The ball was called in.
How's that for a serve?
Wow.
Deuce.
It's 2 aces for the day for Istomin, both on break points.
Djokovic has 1 challenge remaining.
Talk about waiting for the right time.
Let for service. Advantage Istomin.
Third ace. Certainly done well to fight his way through. It's not going away, that's for sure. It's encouraging.
Novak with a long, hard look to his box, which he has only just stopped looking at. A joy to behold out here at the moment.
3 games over.
Yeah, this has been just an absolutely phenomenal match from the very, very first point. Money well spent out here on the center court today. The first 2 women's matches, unfortunately, going quite quick. Not much out of those 2, so finally a good, exciting match here on center.
Get your TV.
15 love.
If you've got the ability to do that, and watch when Istomin after the return had that mid-court backhand and Novak's anticipation. I mean, he jumped to his forehand side before Istomin even hit it there.
Yeah, he started to realize that Istomin is going with that backhand up the line a lot more often in cross court, and start to realize that, as you mentioned, Pesh. It's too good. Good disguise.
30 love.
Novak spends a lot of time playing mini tennis. There's a wonderful YouTube video of him playing with Dusan Vemic.
The 50-shot one?
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic, but he spends a lot of time, so shots like that one right there, stuff that he does often, and that's why, for me, when I watch him come forward, having played so much mini tennis as he has, he's just phenomenal coming forward on the angles.
He's going to get a few of those because of the way that he hits the ball.
30,
Big
15.
flat hitter of the ball. He's going to get a few that tip the net and go the right way. Novak right now feels as though the tennis gods are against him. The aces on break points, corners of corners, net chords in 2 out of what, the last 4 points.
Yeah, they say if you hit it hard enough, it's got to go over, right?
When I hit it hard enough, I'll let you know.
That's a good call. That's a good call. I think that
30
one was a little bit long. Same linesman on the back over there. I think he's done a good job on this one. I think that one was well done. Late though, but a good call. Again, another tough service game for Djokovic. 30 all. Everything is going his way.
30-40.
You would have to feel that he would get a break somewhere along the line. This is his 7th break point opportunity in this set. Is this going to be the one?
To the drop shot with a terrific drop shot of his own, and it is Istomin who finally gets the first break. About 10 things you need to know about Denis Istomin is that he was given a refrigerator.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to play. Thank you.
By the Uzbekistan Tennis Federation.
Thank
On
you.
it says best shot because he came up with an outrageous winner off a drop shot from Rafa in that particular match. Not something that you'd normally get from most tennis federations, it has to be said. Wasn't quite as good that
Djokovic is behind the call on the right base.
pick up in the last game on break point that he had to come up with, but still it was pretty special. He's not as quick going forward, and that's why Novak's hit more drop shots today.
That one looks like it's just a little long. Good call by the last person.
15 love.
Novak's starting to get a little bit frustrated.
Djokovic has no challenge remaining.
Not enjoying where he sits down here, 4-3 down in this first set. But you do have to give a lot of credit to Denis Istomin. He's come out here to play
30
today.
love.
He's played an unbelievable first 7 games.
$30-15.
That is why he has won 6 Australian Opens, that type of point.
30
When,
all.
it looked as though Istomin had hit a fine first serve, would be on top of the rally. He was neutralised immediately, and his pressure building on Istomin to consolidate that break of serve he's just had. Istomin's frailties that created this break point. It's Novak's greatness, although maybe there was a little opportunity to sneak in there.
Yeah, it was a tough one though, because he left it a little bit too late. I mean, he managed to get that return quite deep. It was a little bit of a floater, but it was a good serve and a good return.
No way.
Can you believe it?
And the other way.
Yeah, chose the other side this time, but again, another ace on break point. 3 break points for Djokovic, 3 aces by Istomin. What more can you do?
I can't believe what's happening out here.
Advantage Djokovic.
Oh, he almost made that one too. That would have really, really got into under the skin of Djokovic if that had gone in. He's laughing, but I don't really think he's actually physically happy about the situation. Quite difficult. That slice was moving. This one right here was moving into the body of Istomin. Managed to get a nice little whip on it. What a hard shot, right in the corner.
Just had no pace to work with as well. You could see on that lovely replay there just how slow the ball was as it got to him.
Yeah, very, very difficult shot. He really made that look a lot easier than it was.
Advantage Istomin.
Side of Djokovic, he was doing such a good job moving Istomin around and set that one up so nicely for that forehand. Disappointing end to a good point, well-structured point. that first serve there by Istomin. You would have thought that point was over after that serve. Wow. We really don't know what's coming at us. Every single point just better than the one before.
Advantage Istomin.
Big first serve by Istomin. He's done well when he's needed to on the first serve, serving at 78% first serves, very high, saving him a lot.
Deuce.
I think everybody's going to have to recover tonight from this match, not just the two players. Getting tired, feeling, watching them run around.
Let for service.
Which I wonder whether he was doubled over there because of the work rate.
Advantage
how much he's
Djokovic.
invested in this, but he just feels as though that was a bad shot selection.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it would be phenomenally good if it went over, but bad if it didn't. And this one not quite making it. Not a bad choice. It's just very difficult to hit a good drop shot being that far behind the line, behind the baseline.
Incredible resilience from Novak, not just from a tennis perspective, but just mentally.
I felt like it was inevitable that he was going to
4
get
games
something
on.
back. He had so many chances. Istomin not able to serve an ace on the break point this time, and back level again after 1 hour. We're at 4-all in the first set.
Incredible to think that he had a 7-match tour level losing streak at the start of last year, and you see the way that he's playing out here today. To really playing like that.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. He's ranked 117 in the world with the level that he's playing now against the #2 player in the world. This is the start
15
where
left.
Djokovic is going to start putting the foot down a little bit and start, I guess, taking his steps further ahead. Istomin's done everything in his power to get to 4-all, but Djokovic ain't going to give him anything.
Something came down. Was that the net cord machine that he clipped on the way as he tried to hit that backhand? I think so. And well, for the first time, Novak's probably thinking to himself, Wayne, he's not always lucky.
Yep, right on top.
40 love.
Well, you have to say that this is probably by far the easiest game either player has had on their serve in this match so far. We haven't seen a 40 love yet, so maybe things turning corner here a bit.
Yeah, and there was a couple of shots there that suggested he checked out of that game and is going to try and conserve as much energy to keep himself
Djokovic
in
leads
this set if he can.
5 games to 4.
5-4, Novak.
Now it gets to the stage where it becomes very mental.
Thank
can
you.
he withstand it? Can he stay with Djokovic? He's got to keep playing at the highest level possible. Tough order.
Too much pace, couldn't control it.
First real signs last game, that one there where Istomin showing a little bit of emotion. Maybe not feeling as comfortable as he was up until now, and has to really make sure that he keeps his focus.
Let first service.
It's a good
15.
Istomin served well so far today. He's 76% first serve percentage-wise is very high, very good. Always a good sign to play against a person ranked 100 and something places and have him scream and shout and make him frustrated. It's a little cap, a little feather in your cap. Too good.
And there has been much to admire about this tennis. It's not just been a little bit of fortune that he's had with net cords and lines and everything else. That was a terrifically built rally.
Game Istomin.
Well done, Istomin. Really, honestly, great game. So it was very difficult. I thought that he was going to struggle, especially after losing that first point, but came back with some good serves. Really positive win. Keep himself at 5-all in this first set.
Oh. 15 love.
Bigger second serve up the middle again.
30
Nice
love.
positive serve. Allowed him to really dominate this point from the start of that good serve.
That is a brilliant, brilliant volley. Not actually just the technique, but the vision of where to go.
40 love.
Wasn't the greatest approach shot, but it was a great volley.
Yeah, it certainly was. And going for a harder second serve. Not bad to do it, 40 love. Work on that. Positive 176, so hit pretty crisply for a second serve.
Cain, Djokovic.
Can he take this opening set into a tiebreak?
Lovely.
I think the way that the set has gone so far, it would only be fair for us to have a tiebreak. We deserve it. It's been so good so far. It would be just so nice to see this one move into a breaker.
Istomin.
If Istomin can get a few more first serves in like that one, I think we have a very strong possibility of it. Serve important for him. He's going to have to get a lot of first serves in.
Just as you requested.
Yeah, because he's really struggled. He's at 33% points won on second serve. So obviously the first serve very, very key for Istomin. I think they heard me. They want to go in a breaker themselves. I think it would only be fair for everybody.
Breaker it is between these two. I think the neutral is absolutely the right outcome.
6 games all tiebreak. Each player now receives one additional challenge.
That's brilliant. Well, we're chatting at the start in the warm-up about the smash at times, letting him down, but couldn't have hit that more purely.
Yeah, he's done well today. He's made every single one. That one probably the most difficult out of all the ones. Almost looked like he caught the bottom of the racket a little bit, but the outcome was good. Good first point of this tie break. That Istomin could do about that after the return came into play. Some crisp hitting.
Djokovic
had his fair share of luck in this opening set. And a wry smile from Istomin, he knows how close he was there to going down 3-love in this tiebreak. Enjoying his time out here on the Rod Laver Arena. Why not?
Djokovic.
Istomin right now happy to be competitive. For this man, though, he's got higher aspirations at Melbourne Park. He wants to win the title, so this opening set is pretty crucial in that regard as well. He'll want to limit his time out here. He's already been out here for an hour and a quarter. Loses this set, he's going to potentially be out here for 3+ hours.
Errors coming off the Istomin racket in this tiebreak.
4-1 Djokovic.
A couple of unforced errors, not going to help him much. They're in a bit of a lead, 4-1. But you're right about that pitch. I mean, it's important for him to try to get off the court as quick as possible. Obviously, he wants to get in form, and I think he's hitting the ball well enough for that, to know that it's enough time spent out here. As we go into the tournament, the more time spent on the court, the worse off you are. Piece of mind to come forward off that one too, because if he had waited and let that one bounce, it would have been a little bit more difficult. Smart play.
He almost wasn't a tennis player, although at the start of his life with his mum being a tennis coach, he spent all the time on the courts, did Istomin. But that horrific car crash that he had back in 2001, where he was unable to play for a couple of years, 80 stitches in his leg. And his mum finally coaxed him back onto the courts, got him to play. He didn't really obviously play much junior tennis because of it. And finally became an excellent ATP player. It was a long, hard journey, though, for Istomin. Just the one title for Denis. We saw the multitude of Grand Slam, Masters and World Tour Finals titles for the world number 2. The difference in those numbers vast, but the difference today has felt very smooth.
4-3 Djokovic.
Yeah, it's certainly hard to imagine with how close this match has been from both players that one has done so much more than the other. Istomin has been right on the shoulders of Djokovic so far in this match. Nothing between the two.
Gives a little bit more.
What a great shot. Really had to go for a lot there. He was in a little bit of trouble. Being pushed out wide by Djokovic on that shot, but certainly came up with the goods on that one. Back even in this tiebreaker at 4-all. Again, nothing separating these two players.
Absolutely stunning.
That's the shot of the day for me. We've had so many good shots and so many good points, but at 4 in the tiebreaker, to do that on a first serve. Wow. And for the first time in this break, he gets a bit of a lead at 5-4. One mini break. First serve going to be so important for him right now.
Produces one of his best angled backhands as well. And there is danger lurking when he does open up the court, because we've seen how well Istomin hits down the line, but he decided to control his own destiny. Got his reward. We're back at 5-all in the breaker.
Seriously good court coverage by Djokovic, and that one backhand in particular. He managed to get control of the point and lost it with, again, a shot that would have been good if it had come off, but maybe not the right choice at the right time. First set point opportunity for Denis Istomin.
Set point down, cometh the first serve.
6-all.
You would expect nothing less from the champion, as Novak is. Didn't put the ball in a big spot. He just up the middle into the body, but got that first serve in, made Istomin make the play, got the free point.
She gave him no width at all. It wasn't really a curling body serve, was it? It was just right into the hip.
Yep.
Interesting to see what he does on this point, because obviously the last time he went to juice at the other end, he was beaten by a searing forehand down the line.
I think he's going to go for the slider out wide again. I think he figures that if Istomin can do it again, too good. It's more of his go-to serve. He gets a lot more free points out of that slider. But it'll be interesting to see what he thinks.
The big money here in Australia for that kind of analysis.
7-6.
Exactly what happened.
Djokovic.
Yeah, if I was in his position on that serve, I would have gone out wide again. I thought, it's a little hit and miss that he had on that forehand, and if he did it again, just too good. But that is the place where he's getting most of the winners from, and he got that one, and he gets his first set point in this tiebreak.
It's a set that's never going to end. And we don't want it to
7.
end. Look at that. Another perler of a delivery from Istomin on a massive point in this opening set. Targeted the forehand.
Yeah, a bit of a weak
8-7
error from Istomin.
Djokovic.
But you're right, just punishing the forehand. Second set point for Djokovic, this time on his own serve.
I think we might get some special reaction from Novak at the end of this opening set if he finally gets through it. Weaseled one back. Flirted with the top of the net.
I think he took Djokovic by a little bit of surprise. He wasn't expecting this one to come back, but that's some good hustling and retrieving by Istomin. Still alive.
Istomin.
Too easy for Istomin. Good return.
Whenever people want to start changing and messing with the tennis scoring system, and you watch a set of tennis like this, you just feel like, how could it be any better? So point number 2 for Istomin. The opening set that goes Istomin's way. A pulsating encounter on the Rod Laver Arena. And Novak with work to do out here. Guard against the adrenaline drop after a set like that, particularly with the climax in the tiebreaker as well, saving set points. Novak, as ever, will just try and go back to work here early on.
Fifteen love.
Moved from Russia when he was 4 months old. Places this, they'll be
30
wishing
love.
he'd stayed.
We may find in the first couple of games of the second set a little bit of a letdown from both players after that full-out first set. Hard for both of them to get pumped up a little bit in these first couple of games. Then again, I might be surprised, but the way it's been so far, you never know what's going to happen. Is going to be important for Istomin to make sure that he keeps his focus. First serve, obviously a huge key for him. He's serving at 77%, and it's really been the one thing that has saved him, especially on break points, and it's important for him to make sure he continues to get through his serve games. One positive that he has for me, which I always thought was important, was he's serving first in the set. He can get ahead, can possibly, hopefully stay ahead for the set. Always puts a little bit of extra confidence on you to know that you're ahead.
Nobody turns a point around quite in the same style as Novak with that open stance backhand. It is aggressive defense. And that's simply not good enough. His average last year was 64% of first serves in, so as you keep highlighting, it's a huge number for Istomin so far today.
Game Istomin.
An important number there. One on the board quickly in the second set as well.
First game, second set.
Novak would have liked to take the direct route through to the third round, but it's going to be a little more scenic than he envisaged early on today. Novak event's a little bit of letdown because the crowd, after understandably that opening set, has just quietened down a little bit themselves, and the atmosphere's gone out of the stadium.
Out. 15-all.
Good aggressive forehand by Istomin, pulling it a little bit wide, but still going after the ball, which is encouraging. I don't think he's going to change his tactic any. And why should he? He's up a set.
$30-15.
Always important to win the opening set against Novak at a Grand Slam in the course of his career. He has won 194 matches when he's won the opening set, and lost just 5. 3 of those to Stan Wawrinka, 1 to Nadal, and 1 to Jürgen Melzer all the way back in 2010. So he doesn't relinquish leads at this level. So the fact that Istomin's got that bodes somewhat well. Oh.
Basically what you're trying to say is he's given himself a chance to win today.
Exactly.
Cain, Djokovic.
I personally don't think that Novak will be feeling that bad about the situation where he is today. I mean, he obviously will sit down on the changeover and say to himself, okay, I'm down a set, but my opponent has played probably the best tennis of his life, and he only just managed to squeak it out. And we all know as players how long 5 sets can be and how hard it is to keep the focus and the concentration, and he knows that he's going to get opportunities somewhere along the line. He just needs to keep playing the same way. Play the same way and be as consistent as he can, and hope for his opponent to tail off and give him some opportunities.
Second service.
Just used to operating as well, aren't they? The best players at that level for a longer period of time.
Sure, yeah, that's why they are better than everybody else, is because they know how to stretch out 5 sets and be around. I mean, Djokovic is obviously the best at it. I mean, he's always there. He's never looks like he tires. Sometimes he drops a little bit mentally, which is obviously, you know, easy to do, but he's very tough over 5 sets. His record stands, shows you that he's a very, very hard person to beat over 5 sets. He's much easier to beat in 3. There's a lot more losses.
Still, that's not easy.
Not easy, but it's you have a better chance. The shorter is better. I know every time I watch Roger Federer play against Djokovic, you can see at the beginning he comes out blazing, and as the match goes on, in the last, especially the last 5 or 6 times that they've played, it's just worn him down, and Novak gets better as the match goes on, and you know, the Roger kind of fades away, and it's just because he's just always there and he's just on top of you the whole time. It just gets very tiring and very hard.
Oh, that looked good.
That's worth a challenge.
Istomin Jannik call on the left knee and the ball's called out.
Look good, maybe just a feeling rather than the reality. There it was.
15-13. Istomin has one challenge remaining.
A very small little opportunity has just arisen here for Djokovic at 15-30 in this third game.
Had a number of opportunities that you would expect him to take. That was another one of them.
Yeah, he's missed a couple of those inside out forehands. A couple of them have been relatively easy, like that one. It's been the one shot that he's made most of his errors off today.
He's done it again.
Novak went a little gingerly over on his leg.
40-30.
Got stuck in the ground a bit there. Hopefully nothing too serious. Right there, he gets stuck. A little slip. Almost felt like maybe a little bit of a hamstring, but hopefully nothing too serious.
Game is on.
And as in the first set.
New ball,
Young
please.
saviour.
Yep, time and time again.
Istomin leads 2-1. Lovely.
Only encouraging things that you can take so far after the 3 games in the set is that service percentage dropped a little bit of Istomin's to 67%. Obviously, he's still only winning 50% of second serve points, so that is one positive for Novak.
Rolling the dice on that falling up the line, surely.
15.
It's almost a desperation shot that's come off for him a few times, but not on that occasion. Tough shot to do on very, very often.
$30-15.
Nice easy game so far for Novak. Running through his serve games a little bit easier in the second set.
cumulative pressure will
Game
continue to
over.
build on Istomin as he has to go back to work a little bit quicker on his service games.
2 games over.
Yeah, after Novak broke back at 4-3 in the first set, every serve game from then has been relatively easy for him, hasn't been pushed at all. Where Denis Istomin has had to fight through every serve game that he's had in this match, and kind of takes its toll over time. Novak doing a very, very good job on his serve. He's not serving at a high percentage, but the wins, 100% first serve points won, 60% on second. Very encouraging. Another loosish backhand from Novak. But a couple of wild ones, more on the forehand side than the backhand, but that one is not much like him. He doesn't do that too often.
Let's second service.
There's a calmness about Novak, though, isn't there? It's almost like that internal knowledge that I will win this match. It might take me a little longer than I want to, but it's coming at some stage.
Yeah, I think so. I think he knows. I mean, I think he can feel that the momentum is turning and moving into his favor. He's getting through his serve games a little bit easier, where he's still putting a lot of pressure on Istomin. He's just got to wait for that opportunity.
And it's coming.
And he's played the game long enough, and he's been good for long enough to know. There was a lot of times when I played matches where I walked on the court, and after maybe the first 5 or 6 games, knew that there was no way I was going to lose. Even if I lost the first set, it was inevitable I was going to win the match, and he always had that confidence, and it feels like he's feeling that way today. Didn't really do much with that shot right there, and gave Istomin the opening for his favorite backhand up the line.
Because he hits it so flat, maybe Novak feeling as though he wasn't going to be able to get enough pace on the ball, enough racket head speed, but he would have been wrong.
Well, and you probably won't do that shot again, knowing that result.
Turning point. Bookmark it. The luck continued to go Istomin's way with the net cord, and Novak, with some serious self-defense, came away with the point.
30-14.
Really wasn't a bad shot from Istomin to play right at Novak. He didn't have much opportunity to get ready, but the reflexes were good. And you're right, Pitch, that could be the turn right there. He has no fear, does this man. is certainly not backing down. Going for a very difficult shot with that inside-out forehand. Just hit that perfectly.
That was an outrageous winner. Oh, this is just fabulous world from Istomin. You knew Novak wasn't going to miss in that rally. He had to hit a winner, and hit a winner he did. Backs it up with an ace. Is this really Denis Istomin's day?
Again, ace on a break point. Nope. It's almost like he plays better when he's behind than when he's ahead.
Yes.
Game point opportunity coming up with a poor shot selection. He's trying to keep it exciting.
He's doing a great job of that. He has succeeded. You can't take your eyes away from this. The doubles line.
And whoever said that this game was a difficult game, he certainly made it look really easy.
Not only that, he's hit it on the way down as well. You know how hard it is to generate that kind of pace to beat Novak. Oh, this is ludicrous tennis from Istomin. So good to watch. What an absorbing contest. 3-2 seconds.
3 games to 2.
Yeah, a lot of times in terms that could have been the turning point in a match, but Istomin just does not want to give him that opportunity. He wants to stay ahead. He fought hard, he played a good match, good game, but he's having to struggle every serve game. Novak is going to breeze through his serve games. A shake of the head, he knows when is it going to be, when is the time going to come.
It's almost a surprise when he misses right now, Istomin. I feel as though the dam wall has got so many cracks in it right now. It's leaking water, but somehow Istomin, with his hands against it, is keeping the tidal wave from bursting through. It's a good hit.
Not much on that first serve. 75 right into the pocket of the forehand. Easy to come up with something good if you put the serve right there, but still ahead 30-15 in the game. Wow, 2 points and he's back in it. That was a bit of a lazy point there by Djokovic. Didn't move his feet too well on that ball. It wasn't too difficult of a shot. Istomin back into the service game.
A lot on that second.
Yeah, that was a good second serve.
40-30.
Confident second serve, 159 out wide. Istomin's done well on that cross-court forehand. He's been punished a lot with their backing up the line to the forehand, and he somehow or another gets good little angle on that. He's done well to win a lot of points. It's almost like a Murray-esque hook around the ball. It's been good.
Novak can't even sort of cheat over there as well, because he's hit that one down the line so flat and hard that he's got to kind of guard against Istomin gambling. So he's got a few things in his favour, but to sustain the level of hitting that he has produced for just under shy of 2 hours would be remarkable.
Yeah.
To be honest, the first point set the tone for the day. I remember you saying we're going to be here a while, and a lot of the time you say it kind of semi in jest, don't you, as we see Istomin walking up to this one, but it definitely did look wide.
Game Djokovic.
And yet that is exactly how things have panned out. We are a set and a half into this.
I think it's
No, but why are we having this discussion?
We are having discussions because you allow him too much time to look at the ball.
I told him, have a look quickly, yes.
I don't think it's enough time for Novak to start getting a little frustrated with the umpire himself. I don't think the umpire would have allowed him to challenge that. It took too long under the rules. You have to do it immediately, which he didn't. Therefore, I don't think he would have been allowed the opportunity.
She was wrong to say to go and have a look at the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got to just challenge.
Yep. Djokovic could have done a little bit better with that one. He gave him too much of an opportunity to pass him. Might have been better suited to go up the line to the Istomin backhand. Service games that Istomin has had in this match. It's the first time I think he's ever been to 40 love on his serve. Service percentage 72, still very, very high. Really has helped him a lot in this match.
One of the hardest things to achieve against the best players is to actually stay competitive, to get it to a point in a set where they could get nervous. Yes, so often they do produce the right shot at the right time under pressure, but still a lot of the time they're already 4-1 up, 5-2 up. Yep. Istomin, however, continues to lead in the second set, even though we are on serve. 4-3.
Istomin. 15 love.
Yeah, you're correct about the pressure being on Novak's shoulders. He's obviously, it's tough to come back from 2 sets to love no matter who you are. And he knows the importance of the second set.
Let's 13 love.
Istomin the opportunity
30-15.
to take a crack at that forehand on the return.
Djokovic is trying to call on the left serve, the ball's called out.
Similar story to his last service game when he was up very comfortably 30 love, but let's see. So I really feel like in tennis this should be a second serve now, not a first.
I tend to agree with you on that too. I don't see why you should be getting a first serve. It's just a question of the second serve, not the first, so I tend to agree.
What a difference as well.
Istomin is trying to call on the left serve, the ball's called out.
I do agree with you. I don't think you deserve to get a first serve on that. I mean, it is an error made by the linesman, but it's for the second serve, not for the first serve. Stretching the side of the line too.
40-15. Istomin has no challenges.
Lucky a bit to get that opportunity to get that point over again. He's up 40-30. Could have been a little bit different if the point was at 30 all, and could be sitting at a break point down. Luckily for him, 40-30 on his serve.
Again, Djokovic.
That one trying to change up the height that he was giving Novak Djokovic, but just got his distance wrong.
4 games on.
We're all square at 4-all. He's kept a really good demeanour in this second set. Novak has been very little frustration externally, no matter what he's thinking about internally out here. He's given himself the best chance to figure out a way to break. You keep thinking it's going to come. Will it now?
First serve 170%, second serve 44, so obviously the first serve quite a key importance, as alluded to so far in this match for Istomin. Relatively loose backhand. He had an opportunity. That court was open down the line over there for him. He's made so many backhands up the line that he knows it. He hasn't made too many errors off the backhand today.
Djokovic trying to call on the right center, the ball's called out.
The wheel of fortune hasn't quite turned in Novak's favour today, or has it?
15-all. Djokovic has 2 challenges away. 30-15.
You would feel generally when these two players play that once the point got into a rally like that, that Djokovic would be the winner more often than not, but it's not been the case today. Istomin has held his own on the serve, but he's held his own on the ground stroke rally balls too. He's done a good job. He's won a
40-15.
fair amount of neutral rally balls. Very encouraging afternoon for him so far.
Game is
The loose returns unexpected at that stage of the set, and Istomin accepts them gratefully. Comfort, because it's been anything but comfortable so far.
This is where you realise the importance of a set. Istomin going up 2 sets to love gives himself an opportunity to win this match. You would feel that if he lost the set and was at a set apiece, that this match might run away from him. Second set, extremely important for Istomin. Istomin has done seriously good defending today as well. He almost got himself back into that point by some good lunging. Squash shot on that forehand working for him a couple of times. Encouraging point by Djokovic.
He's missed that. And the door opening for the opportunity that Istomin is searching for.
Sense a little bit of nerves in that serve. He bounced the ball considerably more times than normal. He did not want to hit that serve pitch. I think he could have kept bouncing that ball forever if he was allowed to. First breakpoint opportunity for Istomin in the second set. But you know that the first serve is going to be important, especially after how nervous he was on that last second serve. Last thing he wants to be looking down is a second serve on the second point, break point and set point.
You.
Oh my, that is magnificent. And not only that, the change of direction on the due side as well. How often did we see him in the first set go out to the forehand, what the side that's a little vulnerable? He recognizes he needed to get out of that particular strategy.
That is a champion right there. Came up with the goods when he needed them.
covered it.
Advantage Djokovic.
Yeah, I think that volley was good enough that no matter where the pass had gone, he would have had an easy, relatively easy volley, but a great structured point. Snuck in nicely to the net.
On the brink of being down 2 sets to love, Novak fights back and resuscitates his challenge in this second set.
Again, Djokovic.
Very encouraging from 15-40.
5 games on.
2 good serves, 2 great points. Very, very good stuff by Djokovic. That's why he is the best. He was almost down and out.
What will the reaction be from Istomin this time around? That's a fine point. That was the perfect point in so many ways.
Again, able to get so much angle on that backhand, even on the stretch with the open stance, using the left hand to get that ball to come back sharply cross court. Beautiful backhand. Those 2 aces at 15-40, it's 2 points that he played has inspired him a little bit. He's looking a little bit more composed. Those 2 good structured points by Djokovic in this 11th game.
Severe deviation off the net there for Istomin. Maybe a change in direction finally in this match towards Novak. So as he creates 3 break point chances.
Love 40.
Wow, how things can change if Novak breaks here. Difference between that 1 point, that's 2 set points for a 2 sets to love lead. Those were 2 crucial points.
Players have
15-40.
and they have been under pressure on serve magnificently well. Just a couple of breaks so far in this match, 1 apiece. And Istomin with a couple of big first serves. Perseverance and perfection all rolled into one, and Djokovic will serve for the second set, 6-5.
Very composed.
Brink of despair going down 2 sets to love. To the brink of renewed hope. Wonder with the ice tank, we just saw him running on his legs, whether the fatigue factor, which clearly is going to come into play now. We are out here, as you can see, 2 hours, 23 minutes already for a couple of sets, is affecting Istomin. That
certainly brought out the goods on the serve as Djokovic in the second set, especially towards this latter part of it. Served himself out of trouble in that last serve game.
slightly ironic smile and apology given everything that he's had to deal with so far in this wonderful match.
14 love.
To be fair, the only thing he wasn't was sorry. Couldn't have been more thrilled to see the end result. 3 set points now for Novak. That will perhaps define the direction of this match now. Once and for all, we're a set apiece.
1 set.
Tennis in the US, the doubles has gone to a set, and they've also, what I think is very good in a way, is that there's no warm-up. The warm-up takes too long, the time between games, and you can find ways to shorten the tennis but still get the best out of it.
30 love.
I think also as well, you know, one of the great things about sport as well, it is so rich in history in terms of the great players that we've had on both the men and the women's side, the reputations, the legendary status of certainly somebody that this stadium itself is named after. How do you measure greatness if you shorten it to something that wasn't there before?
Yeah, it's very difficult, you know, and they have this new fast four system that we actually use in the Legends event. And it is fun because it is sort of, you know, people always say well, the first 4 games of a set have no value, and to some degree they're correct, in some degrees not. But the problem with the fast 4 is that you could be done in 20 minutes. And then how entertaining is a match to be finished literally in 20 minutes. So you find that fine line between enjoying the fact and he did so well today and he's still in this match. He must be enjoying himself, especially after the year that he had last year. No matter the outcome today, this is really going to be a great step for him for 2017.
And both players will be enjoying this action. As much as Novak has got his focus on trying to win the tournament, you know, you want to be challenged in life. That's when you feel the most in life.
Yeah, you like to compete, you like to be pushed, you like to have to fight for what you want. Yeah, I think it's much more fun sometimes. I mean, obviously it's always important to win ultimately in the end for Djokovic, but the other hand, it's a good test and a good fight, and it's always fun.
15.
You don't know how friendly these two guys are together, but you know that the next time they walk by each other in the locker room or in the restaurant and that, they'll give each other a little smirk and a smile and know that they had a great time out here. He's made a few errors on that inside-out forehand today, pitch. I mean, you don't see it that often. He doesn't make too many even. That's the one shot that he's been a little bit wild on, especially on a shot that is not that difficult for him. I mean, at his level.
Well, one thing that is a little surprising is the lack of forehand winners from Novak. 7 today compared to 8 backhand winners. And I know everybody eulogizes about a backhand and focuses on what a great shot is, but it is the forehand that generally dictates what's going on. It's the bigger of the two shots in terms of speed, and he just hasn't been able to get through Istomin in a manner that we would have expected early on here.
Yeah, that's the one thing that people don't realize. Everyone says he's got the greatest backhand in that, but if you look at over his career, he's winning most of his points, and the winners are coming off the forehand side, as most of the players are. Another one in particular where they've done statistics is Wawrinka. Everyone talks about how great his backhand is, but I think 70% of his winners come off the forehand side. And even though they have a strength on one side, it doesn't ultimately always mean that that's where they make a lot of their winners from. Another weak backhand. One thing that is a little bit different today is the fact that he's behind on winners to unforced errors. He's got 30 winners to 34 unforced, and that is a stat that is not often shown in Djokovic's matches. He's normally ahead quite considerably on the winner's side.
Advantage
Second serve must have just gone a little bit of the line there, and an awkward opening service game here in the third set for Novak.
Yeah, he certainly had little opportunity at 15-30, did Istomin in this game.
Cain, Djokovic.
Problems overcome early in the third for Novak on serve.
1 game.
Yeah, Novak has to be a little bit careful not to lose his composure. He did such a good job to win that second set. It probably would be good for him to try to see if he could keep the focus and to get an early break over here. It would be very, very important for him. Istomin did a good job in that first service game, though. He doesn't want to get behind again. He wants to make sure that he gets his foot ahead and can keep moving.
Lovely.
One of the reasons that he stayed competitive and was so destructive in those opening couple sets. Some of the base round rallies was the blend of defense, but also his willingness to take the ball up the line. He's got to keep that kind of same risk profile here, Istomin. If he gets too conservative, you feel as though that will play absolutely into Novak's hands.
Yeah, you're right.
15.
He's got to keep being positive. He's got to keep going after balls. He's got to keep playing the same way. There's no real reason for him, even though it is a set piece, for him to change his strategy at all.
Not a big dip yet in terms of pace. That one at
30.
191. Kay's coming in.
Now they play a serve at the hardest pace. It's interesting.
That was up on the big screen as well, which is why the laugh came around.
Slow motion can kill you sometimes.
Slow motion about that. Fast and furious return.
30.
Marian Bader on the right, obviously looking on a little bit concerned, but I would feel a lot better after Novak won that second set.
Beautiful to watch. And simple at the conclusion of it in the end, but it was complicated to get to that stage.
30.
Yeah, Novak doing such a good job moving the ball around, going with the cross courts and up the lines, moving Istomin around the court until he got the easy one to put away. A well-constructed point, something you see so often in his game. First breakpoint opportunity for him in this third game of the third set.
There it is. It's taken all of his considerable powers mentally and physically to get himself ahead for the first time, but he's done so.
Djokovic leads 2 games to 1.
Was a lead.
Second set.
Well, I was actually saying to Wayne earlier, the net-cooled device now is wireless, isn't it? We used to have a little wire that sort of threaded across the net for the old style. Time since I've been commentating on the Rod Laver Arena this year. That,
15
seems
left.
to have been a net that's been missed. Something that maybe they just need to make sure it's all working properly, because that was pretty clear.
Pat, you were around with me a long time ago where you used to have the person sitting with their
Danger money, especially with my late backhand.
15
to
all.
get the serve. Good point by Istomin. Finished with a great forehand. Cross court again. He's done well with that forehand today. It's really worked well with the backhand up the line. Those two shots in particular have been very good for him.
Yep, double number of winners off the forehand side, and Novak hitting his forehand exactly the same as he did through last year as well. Hasn't lost any pace on it. It's hitting at the same speed, so Istomin just doing a great job.
15-13.
Very small little opening here for Istomin to get himself back into this third set. 5 double faults for the day. Not too bad in some respects.
Wow. Out of nowhere, really, to be honest, after that break. You just felt as though Novak would move into the ascendancy, dominate proceedings, but that's not what's happening. 2 break-back points. And as soon as it left his strings, he knew it wasn't going to be long enough.
2 games off.
He certainly allowed Istomin to get back into this match, and that's about the 4th time today that Djokovic has gone for a drop shot at a very unusual time. Only one of them actually worked for him. But good focus by Istomin to get back into this match. You would feel that maybe he would just let it run away from him, but he's done a good job. We're back at part 2 all.
$15.
Istomin's challenging this, but it looked good.
Yeah, I think that one caught a lot of the back of the line. What a great point by Novak. Margaret sitting right on that line. A little unsure himself, but we will see.
I think more importantly, he was feeling pressure.
Yeah.
He wanted to give the right signal.
Yep, he certainly did. But, it was close, but a great point, well structured.
Just change direction to the ones that he's hit before and to the forehand side, and definitely a little more venom in the groundies as well in that rally from Novak.
Yeah, much better time to hit the drop shot when you're a couple feet inside the baseline compared to the other ones where he was behind it. So better shot selection, but wow, he hit that absolutely perfect.
Let. Second set.
Trying to squeeze that ball up the line. Novak an opportunity to get ahead again. Wow, this set has been a completely different than the first two. Breakpoint chances flourish off both sides of the net in the set so far.
For Novak a couple of years ago when he'd struggled in a number of finals, but Boris came in, saw him across the finishing line consistently.
It's been
15
interesting that, you know, Boris was in, then he was out, and then he was in, and now out again. And seems like they had a few different ideas of practicing and how much he needed to. I think Boris wanted Novak to practice a lot more, where Novak felt like he needed to play less, and I think that became a bit of an issue between the two. But they certainly had a good teamwork, and they worked well together for the time.
15.
Boris did help him a lot, settled him down a lot, helped him achieve quite a lot of his goals.
Then
going for the bigger serve out wide. He's done that a few times today. It's worked for him a lot. A little extra. Very flat, but a little bit extra pace on it.
Djokovic to Jannik call on the right serve, the false combat.
There's a little sense in this challenge that he wants to just get himself in the right frame of mind, buy himself a little extra time between the first and second, because he doesn't want to allow what happened in his previous service game to happen again, because feeling a lot of tactical challenges.
To have two bad games.
40-15.
Novak serve.
Djokovic has two challenges.
Maybe just settling himself down and giving a little bit of composure, and that is what he needed. But he knows how to do things the correct way. Very hard for Istomin to break his serve, in my opinion, twice in a row.
Again,
Your opinion is very valid. As Novak nails his first ace of the set, his seventh for the match.
Djokovic leads 4 games to 2.
Does not allow history to repeat itself in this set. Again, you can only go by the visual. We haven't got the luxury of having the players mic'd up and asking them ourselves, but just a sense that Istomin, for the very, very first time, as we are 4 minutes short of 3 hours, has just lost a little bit in terms of his side-to-side movement, which has been exceptional up to now. His defence has been perhaps even more impressive than his attacking game.
Yeah, no question. He has done both very, very well today. really hard today. He's done a good job, but the problem with that is that it is very, very tiring. It really works hard on your body. And we have been out here almost 3 hours. It's a long time. It's a lot of tennis.
Again, that goalkeeping style of return that Novak somehow is able to then also manufacture the ball back to his opponent's baseline. In itself, very unique. No free points coming Istomin's way. Plenty of hard work still ahead.
(15-13).
Because that was a sequence of blistering ground strokes.
15-14.
That's where Djokovic is so good. He has to make you work so hard just to win a point.
And the thing was, it was not an easy drop volley because Novak was still in position. He's in pole position now. It's not even hanging around. He's sitting down and Marion shakes his head.
Didn't see this ball.
He's got a point as well. If it was that far out, the speed it was traveling. Yeah. The umpire should have stopped it. That was a clear mistake. But there was no mistake who was winning this third set. 5-2.
Djokovic leads 5 games to 2.
Here is starting to lag behind a little bit, and that is Denis Istomin, understandably so. He's given it his best.
Sort of what we were expecting. Thought it would come a little bit earlier than now. Istomin has done a great job to be where he is. He's played a great tennis match today. He has to stay focused though. He still has the chance. He may not be in this particular set with 2 breaks down, but he's still in the match. First time he had
15.
He looked at him and said sorry. This time he just turns the head.
Yeah, the time for compassion has gone. He's just landed a boulder. That's how much that one bounced.
Important for Istomin to try to conserve as much energy with sets almost over. Try to save some for the 4th set. 3rd set getting close to being done. Where you look at the physique of a player
40-15
compared to the other. Istomin, a much bigger, heavier set. a lot more weight on his body, a lot more to carry around the court. Obviously a little bit more difficult as time goes on, having that extra weight to pull around the court. Novak's
40-30.
so, you know, weight-wise, not so much. He's doesn't have a lot of extra excess weight to carry around, and can go on forever.
Success, they say, is dependent on effort, and certainly Novak didn't shy away from the work that was needed there to turn this match around.
You made a correction for what?
What?
You said in. So I'll change.
Djokovic
So matter of fact, isn't it?
Yeah, there's not a huge love affair here, is there? Let's be honest. If this is in, this is a great call, by the way, because it did look out. It was sliding away from the line. No, it's not.
Four sets, Istomin to serve.
Within reason.
There will be
15
no
lines.
challenger overall. You wouldn't mind the overall the Hawkeye Challenge. So I remember watching you from the stands play Tim Henman at Wimbledon. Weren't you in a tiebreak?
Yeah, I would have loved it. I would have.
That one over the baseline?
That would have changed the outcome of that match in particular. And there were a few that I think would have been different in my tennis career. It would have helped me a lot in
30
general,
lines.
because I find the players today, they trust the system. And there was a lot of times where umpire would call it out and you would get angry. But now with the immediate challenge, you take your mind off it, and calls don't become an issue for you to really control your emotions. And I think it's very, very important for the game. It would have been good for me. It would have helped me a lot emotionally a lot of times to not feel that I was being gypped out on points and opportunities in matches. So I'm a big favorite of the challenge system. And that's why
30,
players,
15.
you know, we're never wrong.
Come on.
The only thing you
I've
can't...
been married long enough to know I'm wrong a lot.
No, you're always wrong. I've known you long enough to know you are always wrong.
Thank you. Just to consolidate the thought that has solidified in my head over the years. Game of extreme skill with movement as well. It's like chess on the move, isn't it? It's beautiful to watch.
Yeah, I always like it when he tries to be a little bit more aggressive and change things up. I mean, in particular, taking that second serve early, sneaking in. Whenever he comes to net, he's got such good feel. Love the variation, variety in his game sometimes, especially when he's ahead. He does it a lot more often than when it's close.
30-14.
And here we go, first game of the fourth set, breakpoint opportunities for Novak. I feel that maybe if he got to break right here, that this match is going to run away from Istomin. In a lot of different ways, even after the third set, you would feel like it was going to happen anyway.
had good success
Yes.
going down the lines. I mean, it's a big risk because you open up the cross court, but he's been quick enough to defend. And he's had enough pace on it to keep Novak a little further behind the baseline than normal.
Yeah, and then Novak has made quite a few unforced errors off this forehand side, way more than the backhand, which I think is normal for him. He is, goes for more, but makes more errors. It's too good. Safe so far by Istomin. Good first serve.
Advantage Istomin.
Backhand again up the line. It's worked so well for him today.
Game is win. New balls wins. First game, 4 sets.
The level of tennis has been outstanding from both players.
New balls.
Even though we all feel that Novak will close us out in 4, it's certainly far from over. Just starting the 4th set.
Lovely.
And you're right, even sometimes when you do play matches and you are tired, there's these times where you flip the switch and get that little burst of a second energy. It's always possible for Istomin to get that and get invigorated. You know, he has the game to take some chances and to get the break. That's a great forehand by Istomin right there. A little bit of opportunity right here. There's no reason for him to take the foot off the gas and to start bunting the ball around. Keep playing aggressive. He has absolutely nothing to lose. He's played probably one of the best matches in a long time. He's got to keep swinging from the hips. It's the only opportunity he's going to give himself.
No wonder he's going over there to have a little look at it, because as he hit it, it looked almost as though it had side spin on it, but then it almost bent the other way. Look at this shot.
That could have been close. Not the most elegant of forehands. Twice now.
15-14.
Istomin has stepped in and taken a little bit more on that forehand up the line. 2 good winners, giving himself 2 breakpoint opportunities.
To set it up, and he breathes new life into this second round match, does Denis Istomin.
Istomin leads 2 games to love.
Wavering in the opening game down break point, all of a sudden a break up. match you'll see this tournament.
How does he do that?
Love to.
Really good approach shot. The only way that you can hit that shot pitch is to use a lot of left hand. It's very, very important to get that hand through with that angle. Not many players can play a shot like that.
He just kept running as well. He knew as soon as he hit it, it was a winner. Didn't need to come back.
The other player who comes to mind straight off that has a shot like that too is Andy Murray. Defensive skills, both him and Djokovic on run, especially on the backhand side, are just something you cannot teach.
Correction.
It's got to be probably the latest call I've ever seen.
Replay points.
Is Istomin going to challenge?
Istomin challenge the call on the right place.
If this ball is out, the umpire is going to look bad for the second time.
Replay the points.
Unusual calls today.
Istomin has two challenges.
The umpire so far has been very, very good. This match, unfortunately, not the best, but overall, the linesmen are very good at what they do.
$30-15.
Relentless efficiency that we're used to seeing Novak move through early rounds at majors isn't happening today. This is a lovely fight back here from Istomin.
Game Istomin.
Jumps out to at the start of the fourth. Tight in there, particularly with inclement weather. Nothing that we've had to suffer here so far in Australia, but I would imagine in another 40 minutes or so, the evening session crowd will be milling around out there as well.
A very strong possibility that we could be here in 40 minutes.
Unless he unleashes shots like that. But yeah, that's what I was sort of alluding to.
15
We could well be crashing into the night session still.
Job
15.
Melbourne Park over the years. Every year you come back, there's something new that they keep changing, and next year is going to be the same. They're going to be revamping Rod Laver Arena, changing things around and making a better players area and bigger for the players and spectators. So it's more changes to come next year.
$30-15.
time to think about it as well. He had a long run.
40-15.
It was a long run, and again, Djokovic going for the drop shot. He's used it quite a lot today. It's been effective. He's won a lot of points, but also just the fact of getting Istomin to chase and run so many more yards to get there is important as well as this match progresses.
Game, Djokovic.
May well be crucial if we do go to a fifth and deciding set.
Istomin leads 3-1.
You get the sense that Novak will get a few opportunities here still before this set is done on the Istomin serve.
Yeah, absolutely, no question about that. So far, Istomin is only serving. His first serve percentage is at 46%. Very, very low. So if he's going to serve at that, he's going to give Djokovic some opportunities.
Novak
Looking at the line, I think inside his mind he's believed that Istomin has hit every single line numerous times today.
Istomin is trying to call on the right place, the most possible.
Definitely not a confident call from that linesman.
He got a little goaded into challenging by the reaction of the crowd here more than anything though, Istomin.
Well, I think also too the fact that it took the umpire linesman so long to make the call that he didn't believe that he really made the right call. So
15. Istomin has one challenge.
That one was very far out. I'm not sure why it took him so long to call that ball.
Istomin, a little more freedom with the break and relaxing.
Yeah, the game that he broke in his serve, he's been going for a little bit more, putting a little bit extra pop on the ball. And why shouldn't he? He has nothing to lose. He should be going out at 100% as long as he can. Good job.
40-15.
Istomin keeping his eye on the ball the whole time.
Game is
no pressure on Istomin serve, pressure on the second seed still. And he has designs on taking this to a fifth.
A little
more power off the backhand wing again. Istomin in this four set dropped about 4 Ks in that third and allowed Novak more time on the ball, and that is a pretty precious commodity. If you're the world number 2, you can do a lot with the ball.
30-15.
Relatively easy game so far for Djokovic. He's got 2 more opportunities if he can get through the serve game to break the Istomin serve. So it's good that he gets through his serve game quick and can put a little bit of energy behind trying to break the serve. Istomin leads the game where Djokovic is going to put a lot of his focus and energy in trying to break the Istomin serve. Sometimes when you have only one left, the server can get lucky with a few first serves. So he's got 2 opportunities. He better not leave it too late. This one is probably going to be the one. Difficult to break when somebody serves like that. A good first serve by Istomin. Also key for him to make sure he gets in as many first serves as he can. It's been a very big weapon for him today.
Well, that's brilliant. That's utterly brilliant. That maneuver Novak in this sort of situation when he's desperate to find a way back into the set. Stunning.
Yeah, it's a great backhand cross court by another one right there. That one a little bit more power. It's too good.
Just take the racket out of your opponent's hand, and that was a crushing blow off the return.
Hit that one so hard, Istomin hadn't even finished his service action before that was by him. I'd have to say after 3 hours and 33 minutes of really hard-fought tennis, both players still hitting the ball very crisply, very hard, and still at the highest of levels. That unforced error though, Istomin has given, in my opinion, Djokovic a little bit of an opportunity in the 7th game. Good comeback with another very, very good first serve. 91 miles per hour. 100 kilometers per hour. 91 miles would be a little too fast.
Champion reacts to different situations, and Novak realizing that Istomin playing a little better, a little more pop on his shots, has decided to go on the attack here. He's not going to wait for Istomin to hurt him.
That's a brilliant return by Djokovic. He really had to dig deep. It was a great serve.
Advantage Djokovic.
Those are the points that turn tables. Making a great play on a good serve. Break points 5 of 14. Hasn't been as successful as normal, but he's got another opportunity right here to even the set out.
One of the greatest points of this match on the loft. With that serve.
15 love.
Starting to move its way into the court on that backhand side. Makes it a little bit difficult for anyone going out wide. Good serve by Djokovic.
13 love. Let first service.
Controlling it right off the bat.
Again, that serve going too slow to the forehand side of Istomin, allowing him the opportunity to take control of the point. But very positive stuff. And as you expect, first serve, would not expect anything less from the champion.
The violent swings of the pendulum, though, have been something to behold in this match, haven't they? Just 1 minute, some player feels as though they're totally in the ascendancy. The next, they rebuff that. Pure brilliance and a couple of wonderful deliveries on his serve, gets him out of a small bit of pressure.
Fastest serve of the day for Djokovic, 194. Not as strong as a lot of other players out there on the tour, but that one put right in the right spot. Good enough for an ace. Good enough to even this match out, 4-all.
15 love.
And a little bit of a lackluster forehand error. Something we've seen quite a lot of today from Djokovic. It's definitely been the side that he's made most of his errors from.
Thirty 50.
Good first serve by Istomin too. Both players really using the serve well. It's been something that's helped both of them fight their way through some games.
The surprises in this game from Novak with the miss on the forehand on the opening point, the miss there on the backhand, and allowing Istomin off the hook.
Yeah, he's made this game a little bit too easy for Istomin. He's had the opportunities and got into the points.
As well. So a fourth set that is tantalizingly poised with Istomin leading 5-4, world number 2, which is probably the most important thing that he brought to the court today. A lot closer
15
than I thought it was going to be.
It's a good shot on the move there, but good slice up the line. He almost made it. Istomin again holding his own on the baseline. Something you wouldn't have imagined he would have done so well today against the likes of Djokovic.
Deep or not on the baseline. He looks over to his cap.
Yeah, he certainly hit the ball with a lot of vigor on that particular point. Istomin, he went after every single shot. That one dropped a little bit too low for him to hit it as flat as he did, but he did not hold back.
Big moment, big point. This is undoing again.
30.
That's actually the first overhead that he has missed today. Probably the most difficult out of all of the ones that he had, but something he probably should not be missing. It's always important on the overhead to try to have your body coming forward on contact, not falling back. That one there, not done as well as he would have liked.
He's missed it. It looked as though Istomin was on the defence on the run. He got plenty of pace, and I think somewhat surprised Novak.
I think the pace was what really got Novak. He was off balance.
A fifth set beckons for the world number 2. But this time his first serve doesn't bail him out of trouble as it did in the second set when he was set points down. Second serve to start the point. It kept Istomin at bay and got Djokovic back to the sanctuary juice.
Yeah, he certainly went after that second set, second serve. Didn't want to put himself under any pressure to roll that ball in, and it really helped him stay in control of that point.
Djokovic.
5-all, 4-set.
5 games.
I would have to say that you've got to give him a lot of credit for that second serve on set point over there. When he was bouncing the ball, I was imagining there was a lot of things going through his head, especially after that really weak double that he served earlier in the match. And there was a strong possibility that that second serve could have gone in the net. He decided to be aggressive, go after it, and it really paid off for him.
$15.
Istomin will take errors like that any time of the day. Not really much reason for him to have been so off place on that one.
Just staying above 50% for his first serves in this set. Could do with a few now. What a reprieve.
30-15.
Yeah, the first serve percentage at 50% in the set, not the best, but he has been able to up the points won on second serves to 60. And that's obviously important if he's not going to get the serve in, to fight hard on winning those second serve points.
Reliability that you expect to see from Novak at this particular juncture of the match, just simply not there.
Second serve return.
40-30.
Set himself up to be able to control that point. Crowd starting to get a little bit more vocal, realizing the importance for both players. Serve, and surprised that he hasn't done that more often. He's had opportunities on the second serve to step in and play a little bit more positive like that.
There it is again, that searing flat inside out forehand, and some real emotion now for Istomin as well.
Advantage, Istomin.
These are the matches that make Grand Slams great. Look at that. We continue to have a match on our hands, and what a match it's been. 6-5, Istomin in the fourth.
Istomin leads 6 games to 5. 15 love.
20 Ks faster than his average today, and well, he needed it as well.
No, he sure did, and he really stepped it up. I mean, it was a very gutsy move, I'll have to say.
What is interesting here at the Australian is that he doesn't tend to go that big with his first serves. He's hit one today at 120 miles per hour. Funnily enough, the fastest serves he hit, and the only ones he hit over 130 last year, were in Rome on the clay.
You're talking miles per hour?
Yeah.
Yep. He doesn't. He's always
Djokovic
in
on the goal on
20
left
mile
side.
per hour range, 120 miles, which is about 194 kilometers an hour. And around that, he's always under the 200 kilometer range.
Why wouldn't he go that big if he can go that big here?
Maybe he feels he has a lot more consistency.
30-15.
He has more control over the ball. You know, for me, pace is not always the most important on the serve. The placement has more value, and the percentage, higher percentage and placement is far better.
position. It hasn't run out.
I feel that Istomin at this stage will be running on adrenaline. Really got to be keeping him going right now. He realizes that he's got a golden opportunity to go 5 sets. Hasn't pushed Djokovic much in the encounters before, so this one is very good for his confidence. And also, he's been out here long enough to not want to give up yet.
Through the 4-hour mark here.
40-30.
Istomin covering a lot of ground again. That backhand just way too good.
Again, Djokovic.
Can the second tiebreaker of this contest be as good as the first?
6 games all tiebreak. Each player now receives 1 additional challenge.
Novak had a couple of set points in the opening set breaker, but it was Istomin who took it.
Istomin.
Weight so much on the line here as well, not just for Istomin to try and take this to a potential 5th set and score the upset, but from Novak's point of view, if he goes 5 here after 4 hours, this could really derail his campaign.
Yeah, I mean, the longer you go, I mean, the first couple of rounds are really important for the guys who are going to compete at the end to get matches done quickly. You don't want to waste too much energy.
Exceptional. The reaction from Novak there said it all.
Yeah, absolutely. He knows the importance of this, and if it does go to 5 sets, it's going to be important for him if he does win this match that the next couple matches in the 3rd and 4th round have to be won very easily. But both guys hitting the ball at such ferocity. Here we are after 4 hours with so much energy being put behind each shot.
Over and over, he finds something a little different than he has done in the past, Istomin.
Away from a victory. Certainly would be a different mental capacity for Djokovic right now, knowing that he could be out at the end of the set.
Oh, that was in.
On the right far.
I'd say that they caught a little piece of the line there from where we're sitting on the pitch. I think a very strong possibility that's an ace. You know, Istomin would pay good money right now for that to be in.
He is unplayable right now.
4-1 Istomin.
How's that for an understated reaction? 4-1.
5-1 Istomin.
5-1 Istomin. He has played a flawless tiebreaker so far. Got to give him credit. He's come out here and played 5 unbelievable points.
He's responded to the situation. Can Novak respond to the challenge that Istomin has laid down? Golf between them, 4 points. Watch the tennis, but also just to look around this arena right now, and after 4 hours
5-2 Istomin.
you see how captivated this crowd still is. It's a long time to stay concentrated and absorbed in a match, but they are on the edge of the seats.
Yeah, they started getting a lot more vocal at 5-all in this 4th set. Really starting to understand the importance and the value of this match. It has been at the highest level.
Let's assess.
That's what it's come down to,
Istomin.
margins such as that.
Yeah, he took the chance and really had no other choice but to go for that one. He's been making it so many times today. You would have felt that one was going to go in, but just missed by a bit.
Missed by a lot.
6-3 Istomin.
3-set points on the racket of Denis Istomin. At least he knows for sure one of them is going to come on his serve if it has to be. 2 opportunities off the Djokovic serve right now to finish out this 4th set.
Six-four Istomin.
Should do and can do to force Istomin
6-5 Istomin.
to try and make it happen here with his own serve.
It's really up to him. He's got one opportunity on his serve right here. He served so well today, leading that first serve.
Let's assess.
He's loving this.
He's
reveling in it. Stunning. A fiercely contested set of tennis goes Istomin's way, just like the opening set did. And we're going 5 here on the Rod Laver Arena court.
2 sets. Thank you. Thank you. Ready to play, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. 15 left.
Novak looking like he wants to get things going. He wants to move very, very quickly.
just hasn't really been, apart from a little bit of that third set, any dip in Istomin's form.
No, not at all. He's just been on fire right from the word go.
And to be fair, it also looks as though it's been well within his kind of control, a lot of the shot making that he's had. It doesn't feel like sometimes you see top players struggle and you just feel the player down the other end is just running the red light the whole time. He looks composed.
Absolutely. A lot of points he's been in control of the point right from the word go, even the ones where he's struggling. Hasn't made too many errors like that one there. He's made a lot of balls in play. He's very consistent. He's had to make Novak work extremely hard. It's been a solid display of tennis from Istomin.
That's a statement second serve, just as it was on set point down.
Letters.
Certainly served well today. His placement has been exceptional. He also, like Novak, doesn't serve that hard. Foster serve 195 Ks, but he certainly puts the ball in the right place.
And it's been the variety, isn't it? He's hit all four corners at equal times. We'll remember the ones out wide on the ad because they came on crucial points, but as then again he goes down the tee, but also his mix on the forehand.
Yeah, no, he has, and it's surprising because you would feel that he would have a bigger, stronger serve for his size, but he makes it work for him. It's been a good ploy for him today. Add another one on the winner's side for the forehand from Istomin. On the stat, just add one more. It has been a weapon. He has looked so solid from the first point. That's not bad either.
He turned Istomin into a statue there. Didn't even bother moving.
It's the first serve in this game that hasn't gone into a good place. One right in the pocket of the backhand. It's actually quite easy for the likes of Djokovic to hit that without having to move. Fight. He's not going to give it away.
Resolute, durable best there.
Yeah, Istomin had control of that point until that slice backhand when she lost control. But he certainly was up to the task, going toe to toe against Novak. Again, another good serve to save himself.
Advantage Istomin.
And that time and time today, he served himself out of trouble.
punishing.
Denis Istomin.
Istomin would just
1-1.
fall away here in the 5th set and been put to bed. That was a wonderful game. That was the best that Novak could do in terms of pushing him as hard, but he held on to his serve. And a competitive 5th set beckons. Stepanek, the last man to take Novak to 5 in a second round encounter at the Open back in 2007. Novak winning that and a tiebreaker in the 5th that day. Of course, no tiebreakers here in Australia.
Which would be things for Novak is a good sign. Sinner has lost both of these sets in a tiebreaker.
15 love.
So that's a little bit of confidence for him, knowing that he can't go out in another one. Getting that backhand up the line has worked so well for him today. Well hit again, didn't miss by much.
That one, however.
14 love.
It's called taking a crack at it.
Djokovic.
Physically grueling match against Simon, and he was able to recover from that and still make it towards the end and make the finals. So it shows you that he has a lot left in him, that even a match like this today, even if he gets through this, he still has the ability to get all the way through to the end.
They could be booking a night in that oxygen chamber again, won't they?
Yeah. Wouldn't have to borrow, he'd be put it on his back and take it with him. There's some good grinding by Djokovic, but in the end not enough. Difference in this match compared to the Simon match last year. That match was just really a handful of errors from both parties, and this one has just been absolute brilliance from both. This has been of the highest quality, best match we've had by far at the Australian Open this year.
Had a Shakespearean quality about it, a handful of errors.
Handful of errors, yep. And it was, trust me, a lot more than just a handful.
What a game this has been. The clean hitting from both sides of the net.
A nice little fist bump from Novak. He realizes the importance of this to try to get ahead. One break of serve may be enough for him.
Please.
Just not lost any pace, isn't he? That was a 1K off his
14,
fastest of the
15.
day here, Istomin, after almost 4.5 hours.
Yeah, Novak had a crack at that. He definitely had a chance to get that back in, but 3 points. Space for that backhand up the line if he had squeezed it up there, but good game by Istomin. He had to fight hard in that one. He's covered a lot of court today.
Djokovic is on the call on the left knee at the bottom.
I'm going to have to say wide on this one pitch. I think that one just missed by a little.
I'm going to follow your lead there as well.
Oh, actually by a lot.
Second serve.
Far enough out.
Impressive of the lot.
Love 15.
Did not expect
Djokovic has
that.
2 challenges.
Did not expect a shot of that quality. Could not have placed that ball any better.
Let's us.
Everybody everywhere right now that loves tennis, and I'm sure a lot of the players in the locker room will be transfixed on this moment here.
Very big chance for Istomin right now, love 30.
Istomin has 2 challenges in the league.
Interesting to see if he goes after the second serve this time, as he has done on the last few at big points.
I think we could say that's going after it now.
Talking about Novak, so he's hitting the last few serves at 170 when he's been
15-40
tight. He's been going after the second serve. That one he did not. He went to the 156 and it got punished. And also going to the forehand, probably not the right side to go to.
simply irresistible. You can see the effort, you can now hear the effort. And that, from Denis Istomin's perspective, was the ultimate reward. Perhaps more importantly and impressively, the quality of tennis this man has produced. Just the way this has gone, the match, there's been sort of an unexpected inevitability about the outcome, but we may all be proved wrong here. Istomin has other ideas. Always felt Novak would figure out a way to win it.
I really felt that Istomin was going to go away in the fourth set after losing the third set so easy, and he's just been incredible how he's fought back.
Problems have gone away though for Istomin. He's still got to be able to control the points, and now, being ahead, control his emotions as well. He's got to keep those voices inside his head quiet.
In this match, lost 2 points as well. Playing through pain at this moment, realizing the importance of winning this match, but he's really dug deep, hasn't he, Pitch? So close. I think that's a little bit long on that one, but if it is in, it is an ace. So quite a big point, quite an important first serve if this one is in. It's in. Big point for Istomin. Wide, open up the court. It was a good return by Novak, but obviously not good enough.
New balls, please.
Do they dare to dream?
Istomin leads 4 games to 2.
Can't help yourself, can you?
Can you imagine he's 2 games away from probably the biggest victory in his career up till now and probably ever.
But also, it's been Novak's fortress over the years, isn't it? 6 titles have come in Melbourne. Hard courts are his favourite surface, even though he is great on all other surfaces as well.
15.
points from Novak. Another scorching return.
40 love. Fall to 15.
Very solid hold.
Istomin leads 4 games to 3. Please. Thank you.
2 more holes of
Ready to
serve.
play. Thank you.
We'll see Denis Istomin score the greatest victory of his life.
2 very, very long service games.
love.
Brilliance from Istomin time again today.
30 love.
His control down the line has allowed him to attack.
Istomin challenged the call on the right serve. The ball is called.
It's worth a challenge. It could be very, very close, as it was in the last game when he dropped the serve to cut the point. And he's got it again. This is where it's your day. Everything goes in your favour. Every call.
40 love.
Hallucinating. He wanted her to say Cain, Istomin.
He's just so cordial in this competitive arena that Novak has owned over the years.
Istomin leads.
Does seem as though nothing will stop him.
Yeah, you're hard to imagine that right now. He would finish this one off. He seems so composed and enjoying himself so much. side up the line
15.
for Istomin. Don't start to overthink it too much right now, Dennis. You've done well to get to this point. Just keep hitting through the ball. Don't think, just play. Only got one more service game.
Boy, that sounds easy.
It does, doesn't it?
Changeovers
for him. This next one coming out to serve for the match.
This is why we watch sport. Expect the unexpected. Novak's earliest loss at a slam since 2008 at Wimbledon against Safin.
Return by Djokovic. Wow.
30-15.
Impressive. And as you said, Petch, it's not over yet.
The six-time champion on the brink of defeat against a man who had to play the wildcard playoff and won it to even get in the tournament. 2 match points.
Please.
Tennis match is a blank canvas, and this is Denis Istomin's masterpiece. Novak uttering the words unbelievable, and it certainly was. It started from the very first point, a running forehand pass right to the end.